Batteries are everywhere in today's hyper-connected, electrically propelled society. I bet a battery is powering the device you're watching this video on right now. Do you have low battery status? What if you didn't have to charge your phone again for another month? What if your electric car could travel 1,000 miles on a single charge in 10 minutes, and last for 1 million miles? And evaluate the most promising new technologies based on performance, practicality, and economics. We waited to publish this video until after Tesla's Battery Day, so we could take their announcements into consideration and have the most accurate snapshot of the current battery landscape. Today, just about every electric car uses lithium-ion batteries. They're pretty good, but ultimately are heavy and have long charging times for the amount of energy they can store. To add insult to injury, the energy density of decomposed organisms destructively drilled from the earth still achieve more than 100 times the energy density of the batteries used in most electric cars. 1 kilogram of gasoline contains about 48 megajoules of energy, and lithium-ion battery packs only contain about 0.3 megajoules of energy per kilogram. What's more, lithium batteries degrade with each charging cycle, gradually losing capacity over the battery's lifetime. Researchers often compare batteries by the number of full cycles until the battery has only 80% of its original energy capacity remaining. According to Elon Musk, battery modules are the main limiting factor in electric vehicle life. In 2019, he said the Tesla Model 3 drive unit is rated for 1 million miles, but the battery only lasts for 300,000 to 500,000 miles, or about 1,500 charge cycles. While energy density and lifetime improvements to batteries appear to be the most crucial issues, there are environmental and geopolitical problems associated with current lithium-ion batteries which are equally, if not more pressing to solve to reach the battery of tomorrow. Current technology also relies heavily on cobalt, an element mostly found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The mining industry of the world's largest producer is often made up of competing rebel militias that use child labor. Much is illegally exported and directly funds armed conflict in the region. Additionally, the camps often create conditions which drive deforestation and an array of human rights abuses. To handle the predicted demand explosion for electric vehicles over the coming decades, we'll need to create better batteries that are cheaper, longer lasting, more durable, and more efficient. We must also address the issues of political and environmental sustainability to ensure batteries remain tenable in an increasingly electric future. Many questions were answered after Tesla's long-awaited Battery Day took place on September 22nd. The Palo Alto automaker announced a larger, tabless 4680 battery cell with improved energy density, greater ease of manufacturing, and lower cost. The king-size cells make use of an improved design that eliminates the tabs normally found in lithium-ion batteries that transfer the cell's energy to an external source. Instead, Tesla basically took the existing foils, laser powdered them, and enabled dozens of connections into the active material through this shingled spiral. This more efficient cell design alleviates thermal issues and simplifies the manufacturing process. Tesla also introduced high-nickel cathodes that eliminate the need for cobalt, and improved silicon battery chemistry in which they stabilize the surface with an elastic ion-conducting polymer coating that allows for a higher percentage of cheap commodified silicon to be used in cell manufacture. Altogether, these changes create an expected 56% improvement in Tesla's cost per kilowatt-hour, and the new 4680 cells expect to achieve a 5 times increase in energy storage, a 16% increase in range, and a 6 times increase in power. Tesla hopes the improved cell design will allow them to achieve an eventual production target of 3 terawatt-hours per year by 2030 and help scale the world's transition to ubiquitous long-distance electric vehicles. After Tesla's recent Battery Day, the world's attention is now more focused on batteries than ever before, but Tesla isn't the only show in town. In the following video, we're going to explore 5 exciting new battery technologies that could change everything. Metal air batteries have been around for a while. You might find a little zinc air button cell in a hearing aid, for example, but scaled-up aluminum and lithium air chemistries are also promising for the automotive and aerospace industries. The potential for lightweight batteries with high energy storage makes this battery technology promising. Lithium air batteries could have a maximum theoretical specific energy of 3,460 watt-hours per kilogram, almost 10 times more than lithium-ion. Realistic battery packs would probably be closer to 1,000 watt-hours per kilogram initially, but this is still 3 to 5 times higher than lithium-ion batteries can achieve. As usual, this technology is not without its drawbacks. Current electrodes of lithium-air batteries tend to clog with lithium salts after only a few tens of cycles. Most researchers are using porous forms of carbon to transmit air to the liquid electrolytes. Feeding pure oxygen to the batteries is one solution, but it's a potential safety hazard in the automotive environment. Researchers at the University of Illinois found that they could prevent this clogging by using molybdenum disulfide nanoflakes to catalyze the formation of a thin coating of lithium peroxide on the electrodes. Their test battery ran for 700 cycles, compared to just 11 cycles of an equivalent with an uncoated electrode. While this isn't enough lifetime for a car, it's a promising hint of things to come. More on nanotechnology later. NASA researchers have also been investigating lithium-air batteries for use in aircraft. They believe that once their research cell is optimized, they should be looking at around 800 to 900 watt-hours per kilogram, powerful enough to reach the high power requirements of takeoff. But they too are struggling with low battery life. For them, the solutions will boil down to improvements in the electrolyte. In an interview with Chemical and Engineering News, researchers commented, "From an organic chemistry perspective, the challenge of lithium oxygen is that you're basically asking an electrolyte to face many of the harshest reactive oxygen species possible." They are now investigating molten salt electrolytes, but hope to carry over the research into solid-state alternatives in the future to improve battery lifetime and cyclability. This technology still has a long way to go before you take your next business trip in an electric passenger jet, but the promise of such high specific energy will hold researchers' interest for the foreseeable future, driven on by the promising advances made in recent years. Nanotechnology has been a buzzword for several decades, but is now finding applications in everything from nanoelectronics to biomedical engineering, and body armor to extra slippery clothing irons. Nanomaterials make use of particles and structures 1 to 100 nanometers in size, essentially one size up from the molecular scale. The magic is that they behave in unusual ways because this small size bridges the gap between that which operates under the rules of quantum physics and those of our familiar macro world. As we've seen, one of the challenges in battery design is the physical expansion of lithium electrodes as they charge. Researchers at Purdue University made use of antimony nanochain electrodes last year to enable this material to replace graphite or carbon metal composite electrodes. By structuring the metalloid element in this nanochain net shape, extreme expansion can be accommodated within the electrode since it leaves a web of empty pores. The battery appears to charge rapidly and showed no deterioration over the 100 charge cycles tested. Carbon nanostructures also show great promise. Graphene is one of the most exciting of these. Graphene is made up of a single atomic thickness sheet of graphite, and it turns out that this material has very interesting electrical properties, being a very thin semiconductor with high carrier mobility, meaning that electrons are transmitted along it rapidly in the presence of an electric field, as inside a battery. It is also thermally conductive and has exceptional mechanical strength, about 200 times stronger than steel. Grabat, a Spanish nanotechnology company, are pursuing graphene polymer cathodes with metallic lithium anodes, a highly potent combination if their electrolyte can adequately protect the metallic anode and prevent dendrite growth. This battery promises to be lighter and more robust than current technology while charging and discharging faster and with greater energy capacity. Samsung have patented a technology they call graphene balls. These are silicon oxide nanoparticles which are coated with graphene sheets that resemble popcorn. These are used as the cathode as well as being applied in a protective layer on the anode. The researchers found increases in the volumetric density of a full cell of 27.6% compared to an uncoated equivalent, and the experimental cell retains almost 80% capacity after 500 cycles. Additionally, charging is accelerated and temperature control is improved. Nanograph, meanwhile, are using graphene sheets to produce carbon-silicon batteries to increase stored energy by 30%. Amprius goes one stage further with their anodes of 100% silicon nanowire. The maker claims that they can achieve 500 watt-hours per kilogram, which is in the range suitable for enabling electric aircraft. Airbus Space and Defense announced a partnership with the company last October. The silicon nanowires are attached to a thin foil by vapor deposition in a continuous roll-to-roll production process, helping keep manufacturing costs down. The clever part is that these finger-like projections are porous on a micro and macro scale, allowing them to swell freely without significant expansion of the whole electrode, just as trees swell with leaves in spring, but the forest remains the same size. Some internet sleuths concluded that the company was recently acquired by Tesla because Amprius recently moved their headquarters right next to a Tesla facility. But Elon Musk debunked these claims on Twitter, saying, "But actually nothing, was surprised to hear they're across the road. Adding silicon to carbon anode makes sense. We already do. Question is just what ratio of silicon to carbon and what shape. Silicon expands like crazy during discharge and comes apart, so cycle life is usually bad." Nanomaterial research is promising. The University of California, Irvine have even produced electrodes good for 200,000 cycles using gold nanowires and manganese dioxide with a polymer gel electrolyte. and many other research efforts are ongoing with other diverse materials. One thing that seems to be sure though is that as soon as it's possible to mass produce suitable nanotechnology, we will be seeing it in our batteries in some form, and quite possibly in conjunction with silicon. Lithium-sulfur batteries are one emerging technology that can offer greatly improved energy densities compared to lithium-ion. The theoretical maximum specific energy of this chemistry is 2,567 watt-hours per kilogram, compared to lithium-ion's 350 watt-hours per kilogram maximum. This is a huge improvement. A lithium-sulfur battery could be up to 7.5 times lighter than its current equivalent. Right now, lithium-sulfur batteries are nowhere near their theoretical limit, but the ALISE, a pan-European collaboration, are working towards attaining a stable automotive battery of 500 watt-hours per kilogram based on this technology. In terms of economics, sulfur is much cheaper than the cobalt and manganese it would replace, and can be extracted as a byproduct of fossil fuel refinement or mined from abundant natural deposits. Existing lithium-ion batteries are made up of an anode and a cathode between which a liquid electrolyte allows dissolved lithium ions to travel. Lithium-sulfur batteries are constructed similarly, except that the active element in the cathode is sulfur, while the anode remains lithium-based. Researchers are facing a few challenges in bringing this technology to market. Firstly, sulfur is a poor conductor of electricity. Typically, the sulfur atoms are embedded within the matrix of carbon atoms in graphite, an excellent electrical conductor. This arrangement is vulnerable to a process known as shuttling, which causes batteries to drain when not in use, while also corroding metallic lithium anodes, reducing capacity as the battery is cycled. Next, and most significantly, the electrodes physically swell up as the lithium ions bond to them. This is more dramatic with lithium-sulfur than existing chemistries, the sulfur cathode expanding and contracting by as much as 78% as the battery cycles, or 8 times more than cathodes typically used in lithium-ion batteries. As might be expected from this kind of repeated strain, polymer or carbon-based supports and binders fragment and can disintegrate as the battery cycles, reducing capacity and performance. One approach to solving this is to bind the cathodes with different polymers and to reduce their thickness so that the absolute change in dimension is not so extreme. Many lithium-based batteries also must deal with dendritic growth, thin fingers of metal which grow away from the surface and can eventually reach across to the cathode, creating a short circuit and rapid discharge. This is the same thermal runaway malfunction which has caused lithium-ion battery fires in the past, so research for coping with this effect can be carried over to lithium-sulfur technology, including exciting uses of graphene and other nanostructures to act as scaffolds for the deposition of lithium. Solid-state electrolytes could also offer solutions to these issues. Lithium-sulfur batteries are not just ivory tower ideas. Airbus Defence and Space flew a 350 watt-hour per kilogram battery made by Scion Energy back in 2014, powering their Zephyr high-altitude pseudo-satellite. Researchers at Monash University in Australia announced in 2020 that they anticipate having a product ready for commercialization in 2 to 4 years which could provide electric cars with a 621-mile range. A common theme in emerging technologies so far has been researchers' desire to develop solid-state electrolytes. These would replace flammable organic liquids with stable, crystalline or glassy state solids or polymer base. It's hoped that using these solid electrolytes would enable the use of metallic lithium electrodes to provide higher output voltages and allow for increased energy density. Additionally, battery safety improves in vehicle crashes and becomes more resistant to overheating and short-circuiting, in part due to physical blocking of the dendritic growth of lithium and other electrode materials which currently plague lithium batteries. Apart from its theoretical promise, we can be confident that we will see solid-state batteries powering us along the road in the near future, because car makers as diverse as Volkswagen, Toyota, BMW, and Hyundai have all been investing in the technology. Volkswagen, for example, put $300 million into QuantumScape, a Stanford University spin-off. QuantumScape has been holding its cards close to its vest as the website offers no information on their product, only a long list of new job openings, implying company expansion and confidence in their product. It's notable that they hold patents on sulfide-based lithium-ion technology and seem to be interested in thin, sintered ceramic films and lithium-impregnated garnet. One of the difficulties in solid-state electrolyte design is dealing with the expansion of electrodes, which is more difficult to manage in solid materials. A solid electrolyte must be sufficiently flexible to permit this, yet also tough enough to resist dendrite penetration. QuantumScape hold a patent for composite electrolytes to allow them to customize and adjust the physical properties of their electrolytes for such conflicting requirements. Panasonic have also been looking into solid-state electrolytes. It's notable that Tesla have been partnered with Panasonic in their existing lithium-ion manufacturing capacity, but it's Toyota who have publicly announced their collaboration with Panasonic to develop next-generation solid-state batteries. Samsung too are working on solid-state batteries, and in May 2020 described their technology based on a silver and carbon anode, claiming this could give a generic electric car a 500-mile range and survive over 1,000 charging cycles. This is probably good news for your phone and laptop too, given their current commercial interests. It may just be a matter of time before solid-state electrolytes are in your pocket and in your car. 2 carbon electrodes and a non-toxic electrolyte? What's not to like? Add the ability to extract more power than from conventional lithium-ion and their ability to charge 20 times faster, and these lithium-ion variants could be the future for electric vehicles. PJPI, an offshoot of Japan Power Plus, have developed this technology with the National Kyushu University in Fukuoka and are currently supplying their Cambrian batteries to an electric bicycle company, Marushi Cycle. Currently, these are single carbon electrode batteries, and details of their exact makeup are hard to find, but they are simultaneously working on a fully dual carbon battery with 2 carbon electrodes, eventually to be manufactured from natural, agriculturally grown products. They anticipate achieving a performance similar to graphene-based batteries, although their Cambrian batteries have a lower specific energy and lower energy density than lithium-ion, meaning that their batteries are both heavier and bulkier than their equivalents. They boast higher specific power. For the same massive battery as a lithium-ion-based alternative, it's possible to extract the energy much faster, translating into faster vehicle accelerations. In addition to this, unlike lithium-ion, these carbon-based batteries can be discharged fully. The maker claims that this changes the equation for actual usable energy density, boasting a 40% improvement in range over lithium-ion batteries of the same capacity. Moreover, they say that the battery runs cool and does not require the heavy cooling systems of current electric vehicles. Their claim that a proof-of-concept battery degraded only 10% after 8,000 cycles is very promising. They plan to gradually upscale from low-volume applications such as medical devices and satellites towards mass-market aerospace and automotive customers with a battery made from carbonized cotton fibers rather than exotic toxic metals. With fast charging and exceptionally low battery degradation over thousands of charging cycles, maybe these will provide long-term, sustainable solutions for commercial vehicles in the coming decades. So much diverse research is underway in battery technology that it's almost impossible just to pick 5 selections. Lithium batteries are found in almost any modern battery-powered product: cars, computers, cameras, and phones. Quadcopters and drones have come about because of advances in battery technology as well, and uses for these machines are mostly held back by current battery life limitations. Better batteries are also important for the advancement of stationary storage from renewable energy sources such as solar power. Tesla is also making headway into this sector with products like the Powerwall home battery and PowerPack commercial energy storage products. Consumers, technology companies, and industry are all clamoring for safer, lighter, more energy-dense solutions. And concern is also mounting worldwide at the environmental impact of this growing demand for batteries.
Smart glasses are not new, but most existing models have one serious drawback: their appearance. Their design is very odd-looking, usually because the camera is too conspicuous, or they're just simply ugly. View glasses, though, are an exception. They are designed in such a way that no one will suspect that they are smart glasses. The result is an elegant accessory that can make your life more comfortable and easier. View connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth. To answer the phone, change the music, take a picture, hear a notification, or receive information about your activity, just touch the frame. By the way, View glasses also have an important and interesting feature. They use bone conduction technology. This means that sound is transmitted to the inner ear through vibrations, directed at the bones of the skull, so only the wearer can hear the sound. Thanks to this, View doesn't disturb the people around you, and it doesn't obstruct your ears either, so that you can hear normally. The manufacturer has developed several models offered in prescription, plano, and sunglasses. The minimum price is $180. Go Touch Beam. If you've always dreamed of having a technologically advanced and easy-to-use projector, the following gadget has been created especially for you. The developer of this device compares it to Jarvis, Iron Man's assistant. Rotrix is a desktop robot arm capable of performing a large number of tasks. All the user has to do is change the work tool at the end of the robotic arm. For example, Rotrix can make a drawing, even in color. The laser tool turns the robot into an engraver to decorate all kinds of items or create personalized gifts. The third interesting feature of Rotrix is 3D printing. You can also write an individual code for the robot, which will give it unique skills. For example, you can use Rotrix to play chess. By the way, you can use several devices to create a small production line. The manufacturer, the American company Hexbot Robotics, highlights the precision and high speed of the device. The minimum price of the device is $780. Trio. Many people know that working with several screens at once offers a number of advantages. For designers, for example, it's easier to compare different versions of their work. In addition, multiple monitors allow you to work with large amounts of data at once, make video conferences, and work with multiple programs simultaneously. The disadvantages, however, are also obvious. The monitors take up a lot of space and aren't very mobile. Fortunately, the company Mobile Pixels has managed to solve this problem. Trio is a system that allows you to add 2 extra screens to any standard laptop. In addition, they make sure to solve all the problems mentioned above with this design. The secret of Trio lies in the fact that the device has a folding design. When one or both of the additional monitors are not needed, they can be placed on top of the laptop lid. Therefore, the system doesn't in any way affect the convenience of the computer, which simply increases slightly in thickness. But that's not all. The device is lightweight and energy efficient. The additional monitors rotate too, which is especially convenient when working or studying in a group. The monitors come in 2 sizes, 12.5 and 14 inches. They're priced at $229 and $259 respectively. Smart writing system. The idea that students have to work exclusively with handwritten notes is gradually becoming a thing of the past. The progress of modern technologies offers us new devices that allow us to work with all kinds of documents at a new level. A great example is the Moleskine devices that you're seeing on the screen right now. This pen, for example, works in conjunction with a special mobile application. Each line is captured in real time and then instantly transferred to your smartphone. So the person writes on paper and makes notes on their phone at the same time. The Moleskine Pen Plus is the easiest way to transfer information to your phone. And here's a smart notebook. Its main function is transferring notes or several sketches to your Dropbox account. In case you don't know, Dropbox is a very popular file hosting system. Dropbox Smart Notebook not only helps you save your handmade creations in seconds, but it also allows you to share your writings more quickly and conveniently. But there's more to it than that. The developer has worked hard to create this incredible product. Each page of the notebook has built-in encoded technology, invisible to the human eye. It helps the Smart Pen recognize exactly where it is in the notebook. In addition, the notebook is able to recognize the symbols. So if you write down an event on paper for a specific date, it's automatically linked to the right day in your calendar or planner. The price of the pen is $129, while the notebook costs $150. Mint. The next device will be especially appealing to people who like photography. It's a compact, portable printer. It's so small that it easily fits in your pocket and only weighs 162 grams. It takes 60 seconds to print any photo on your phone, thanks to the Polaroid technology. No need to replace cartridges to make the printer work. All the user has to do is put the special sheets inside. The built-in battery guarantees 50 print cycles. The device can be purchased for $60. ProPoint. We've reached the last device on our list, a wonderful creation that will make all students happy. At first glance, ProPoint is nothing more than a wireless computer mouse with an intricate design. And in fact, ProPoint can work just like a standard mouse. However, we have included it in our video because it also offers many advantages. For example, ProPoint can help you during your presentations. With its help, you can not only change the slides, but you can also highlight the necessary words or mark the most important information. At the same time, ProPoint helps you keep the palm of your hand in an optimal and comfortable position, reducing muscle tension. And the surface area is so small that you can work comfortably anywhere. By the way, check out the magnetic stand that attaches to your laptop lid. It locks the mouse in place so it won't get lost during transport. The minimum price for ProPoint is $160. Hey! Geopanel art. You probably know that there are countless options for decorating the walls of your home. Some methods involve working with cement mortar and paint, while others require finishing materials, which are simply installed on the surface. But we're sure that you've never seen the option that we're going to show you right now. These geopanels are produced by the Italian company Geoplast. They have a textured surface, in this case a large number of holes to imitate the surface of a stone wall. The secret of the technology is not to decorate an already built wall, but to build it from scratch with a surface pattern. Therefore, the geopanels are part of the formwork, the structure where the liquid concrete is poured. The formwork gives the liquid material the perfect shape. When it hardens, the result is a monolithic product like a foundation, a wall, or a column. Since the inside of the formwork has a textured surface, the concrete will harden, taking the required shape. It's worth mentioning that the concrete will take the form of the geopanels regardless of their appearance. Herringbone pattern. Perhaps the easiest and most natural way to decorate a room and make it more interesting is to choose a floor finish with an unusual pattern. You can achieve this with parquet, or if you wanted to save some money, laminate flooring. The herringbone pattern has been used all over the world for decades. The result is elegant and fits harmoniously into any interior. The video shows how quick and easy it is to finish the floor. First, the master divides the room into areas of equal width. He'll work on them in order. This is necessary for the correct application of the glue that's laid in layers only on the area he's working on right now. Then, the master takes a template in the form of a perfectly flat square. The boards are placed in relation to it, thus ensuring an accurate pattern. The most difficult part of the job is placing the panels close to the walls, since the extra parts of the laminates have to be cut. However, the worker does an excellent job. Bonway. Here we have another option for finishing any surface. And although it does not require special skills from the workers, it does test their patience and precision. Bonway is a roller with a textured surface that imitates brickwork. It rolls over freshly paved concrete on the road. Because the material is still soft and flexible, the roller creates a pattern on the surface. The main thing is to work carefully, so as to not alter the integrity of the material. In the case of a mistake, the surface will have to be flattened again quickly, and the roller will have to go over the surface again. This tool is the fastest way not only to decorate a path, but also to make it less slippery. Tile leveling. The smoothness and durability of a tiled floor depends largely on the quality of your installation technique. The stage that needs the most attention is when the tiles have already been laid, but the mortar is not yet dried. It is very easy to make a mistake in this part of the process. For example, the material may move, curving the entire floor. Or for example, one of the tiles may sink and the surface of the finished floor may become uneven. This special tile leveling system can prevent these defects, and although it sounds quite difficult, in fact it's very simple. The system consists of special clips and wedges. The clips are placed in the joints between the tiles, 1 or 2 pieces in each tile. The wedges fix the clips firmly in place, pressing the tiles together. This leveling system ensures that while the mortar dries, the material will remain in place and the tiles will not move. A little later, when the mortar dries, the wedges are removed with a hammer. Rockamat Skate C. We've already shown you how to create a pattern on a concrete surface, but how can you make the surface look smooth and even? That's what we're going to talk about. There are special hand tools called finishing trowels. However, more experienced workers give preference to power trowels. For example, the Skate C from the German company Rockamat. The tool is light and it weighs 3.1 kilograms, so you won't get tired even after a long shift. The lack of cables makes the work even more comfortable. The rotation speed, up to 300 RPM, guarantees a perfectly uniform result. Among other things, the Rockamat Skate C is suitable for working with lime cement and plaster mortars. Wagner Control Pro 250M. When it comes to brilliant workers, emphasis is placed not only on the quality of the work, but also on how quickly they do their job. That's why the equipment we're going to talk about now is so valuable. Here is the Airless Control Pro 250M spraying device from the German company Wagner. The device is compact and ideal for professionals working in extreme conditions. It distributes the colorant evenly, without leaving any marks. It offers a high level of effectiveness too. The spray cloud is 55% smaller than that of competitors. The Control Pro 250M works not only with water-soluble paints, but also, for example, with wood processing agents, anti-corrosion solutions, and solvents. The kit includes special filters and nozzles to facilitate the handling of thick and fluid materials. The coating speed is approximately 8 square meters per minute. This allows the surface to be treated 4 times faster than with a roller. Zip system. When building a roof, it's very important to ensure that it has proper insulation. All joints and seams must be covered so that water can't leak in. In the past, installing this type of insulation was a long and complex process, but today it's possible to use new generation materials. For example, the materials offered by the American company Huber Engineered Woods. These are various types of insulation materials suitable for roofs, pipes, foundations, windows, and doors. You can choose the most convenient option for each case. The insulation can look like adhesive tape, or it can be an elastic material that stretches easily and fits even in difficult and inconvenient places. The last and third type is liquid insulation, which hardens after drying. In either case, the material perfectly blocks both water and air. The innovative formula allows for fixation at almost any temperature, from -17 to +49 degrees Celsius. Porotherm. Today's last ingenious workers stand out from the rest by their ability to choose the right building materials. Thus, instead of conventional bricks or concrete blocks, they chose Porotherm innovative ceramic blocks. The material has been developed by the Austrian company Wienerberger and has many advantages, among them excellent thermal insulation. Tests have shown that for a brick wall to retain heat in the same way as a wall made of Porotherm blocks, it must be up to 235 centimeters thick. Compared to concrete, the difference isn't that great, but still considerable. The concrete wall must be 48 centimeters thick, so where lies the secret? The secret is in the cavities inside the block, the porous structure of the material and the addition of wood chips to the clay. In addition, this material allows the walls to breathe. The second advantage is increased fire resistance. During production, the blocks are baked at 900 degrees Celsius. And of course, we must mention the strength. The material is suitable even for the construction of tall buildings, and it can support up to 10 floors. Surprisingly, there's even no need for steel reinforcement. Spider-Man toys. Although the manufacturer claims that this product is for children, this does not mean that adults can't enjoy it. Quite the opposite, actually. This Spider-Man toy kit will allow you to have fun for hours, especially if you're a fan of superhero movies and comics. This set by Hasbro includes a variety of toys. First of all, regular masks and moving masks. In this case, for example, the shape of the eyes change. The mask is attached to the head with adjustable straps, so the size of the head doesn't matter. And secondly, the kit includes web wings, similar to those seen in the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. And finally, the most important thing, blasters that shoot harmless projectiles or a spider web-like substance. This substance comes in special cans that are attached to the wrist. The substance comes out of the blaster when you push the right button. Tilt. This toy is designed specifically for those occasions when you need to take a break between work or study sessions to distract yourself or just simply rest. Tilt will help you improve your balance and learn to find balance in any circumstance. It is a seesaw-like metal structure with 8 magnetic cubes. They're placed at opposite ends of the platform, which are attached to the axle at the center. The user's task is placing the cubes and balancing the toy. The price is $363. Trainer bot. If you're a big fan of table tennis, you probably know that finding an ideal partner to play with is not easy. This is a real problem, especially for advanced players, because not everyone will want to challenge them. Fortunately, there is a solution to this problem, and it will cost you approximately $350. Meet TrainerBot, a table tennis partner who never gets tired, never gets distracted, and adapts to your level of play. This device has many advantages. First of all, pay attention to its size. TrainerBot fits easily into a backpack. It weighs only 1.2 kilograms. The device can be installed on any horizontal surface in seconds, turning it into a tennis table. TrainerBot is controlled through the companion app. The user chooses the shooting speed, interval, direction, and angle. For example, beginners can adjust the device so that the balls fly slowly and in the same direction. But if you want a real challenge, you can adjust the speed. In addition, TrainerBot can shoot balls in unexpected directions. Perhaps the only drawback is that it requires a large number of balls, and you'll have to pick them all up on your own after playing. Kiki. Many children want a robotic pet, and their dream can finally come true. But first, parents will have to pay between $800 and $1,500. But don't let the size of this robot fool you. This cute little pet is a technologically advanced device. Kiki can recognize faces and distinguish its owner from other people. It also responds to sounds and voices. The large number of sensors on its body also allows the robot to feel and understand touch, but that's not even all. Kiki can be taught a variety of tricks. In addition, if you put 2 of these robots together, they can teach each other tricks. The manufacturer claims that each robot is unique. Kiki's personality depends on its interaction with the owner, thus the robot can be quiet and shy, sociable, open, or even aggressive. KP Orbit Pen. Although fidget spinners are now becoming a bit outdated, they are still a great toy for developing fine motor skills or simply allowing the brain to relax. If you think bright and colored spinners are not for grown-ups, then Orbit Pen is perfect for you. At first glance, it looks like a regular stylish pen with an interesting design. However, if you take a closer look, you'll find that every detail is designed to help reduce the user's stress level. For example, you can stroke or play with the metal ball on the end of the device. Right underneath is a mechanism that you can move as if you were winding a watch. Finally, the pen is perfect for spinning. You can place it on a special platform or hold it between your fingers like a fidget spinner. But that's not all. Orbit Pen can even change length, making it equally comfortable to write and play with. The material is so soft and very pleasant to the touch. The pen is designed by the American company Keep Pursuing, and its minimum price is $24. Active Puzzle. The developers of this amazing toy claim that if you can solve a puzzle, then you can build a robot. And in fact, Active Puzzle takes robot making to a whole new level, understandable even to children and beginners. In fact, the toy is similar to a Lego set. Only here you won't get bored, because each separate element has its own electronics and its own functions. By arranging different elements together, the user can find interesting and unique combinations. A fan, a light fixture, a robot that moves along a maze or follows another detail. The possible options for the final product are unlimited. Especially inventive users can use Active Puzzle to create practical tools. For example, a device that controls the humidity of the soil in a pot. In other words, the only limit is your imagination. Active Puzzle is an ideal learning tool that doesn't require a computer or coding. The price of one set of 22 elements is $122. Line Us. This is the last device on our list. The invention will allow you to forget about boredom for hours. It's another robot, but it doesn't look like any of the ones we've shown you before. Line Us is a drawing robot with a simple design. It has a metal base, a magnetic frame, and a mobile holder for a pen, pencil, or brush. The working principle stands out for its simplicity. The user can draw anything on the official mobile application, and then Line Us repeats the movements of the user's hand and transfers the drawing to paper. You won't be able to create super detailed masterpieces with Line Us, but it's a fun toy to pass the time and develop your creative skills. The robot connects to the Wi-Fi network and can replicate the drawing, even if you're making it miles away. The device works both horizontally and vertically. It can be fixed to a wall, a fridge, or even a window. By the way, the Line Us companion app is also very interesting. You can share your creations with friends and followers. And you can also see the stages of creation of any image and edit it. And of course, you can download an image from the internet and then remake it. You can buy Line Us for $64. Sure pet care products. The modern market offers a large number of smart products that can significantly improve the lives of pets and their owners. The British brand Sure Pet Care offers a wide range of gadgets for pets, and we wanted to show you some of their products. Animo is a small device that allows you to better understand your dog's activity and habits. Once the device is installed on the collar, it collects all kinds of information and then stores it in the app. For example, Animo will tell you how many hours your pet has slept or played, as well as how many calories it's burned. The dog can't talk to you when it's feeling bad. In the past, this could cause serious health problems. Now you can buy Animo for $74 and you'll have all the information you need to keep your pet healthy. And here we have Sure Flap, smart doors for cats and small dogs. It's installed on the door and syncs with the owner's smartphone. Every time the pet goes for a walk or returns, the device sends a notification to the phone. With the app, you can close the door remotely, even when you're away from home. It also provides a comprehensive schedule to help you understand your pet's habits. The price of the device starts at $74 and goes up depending on the model. And finally, we have the Sure Feed smart system. The device automatically supplies a portion of food of the required size at the selected time. Plus, if you have more than one pet, the device recognizes them and prevents them from stealing food from each other. For example, if your dog wants to eat the cat's food, the device will not open the bowl. Likewise, if the cat is not in the mood for food, the device covers the bowl with a lid to keep it fresh. SureFeed also notifies you when your pet eats and shows you how many grams it's consumed and how much food is left. All the information is stored in the application and helps to detect illnesses more quickly. It's very easy to tell if the pet hasn't eaten enough. The starting price is $100. Pet Walk. The smart door system we've shown you is not the only one on the market. Here is another interesting device offered by the Austrian company Pet Walk, which focuses on home security. The device is equipped with anti-burglar fittings and an alarm system to protect your home from intruders. The system can be fitted with a sensor and cameras. The presence of the pet is registered with the help of a collar or a chip to avoid other animals from entering the house. In addition, Pet Walk has a companion app and a versatile configuration. For example, you can create a schedule with specific opening and closing times. These smart doors range in price from $1,400 to $1,600 depending on the size. iFetch and iFetch Frenzy. When you go to work or school and the house remains empty, the main problem for your pet is boredom. These two devices, iFetch and iFetch Frenzy, will keep your pet entertained. This is an automated ball launcher. These are two different models, but they work very similarly. All the owner has to do is teach their dog to bring the ball and put it in the receiver of the device. Then the catapult fires the ball and the dog fetches it again, so your pet can play for hours. iFetch is portable, so that you can play both at home and outdoors. The device is safe for your pet, people, and furniture. Active dogs will love it, but it's essentially suitable for all breeds. The price starts at $40. Foobler. Here's another device designed to entertain your dog when you're busy or out and about. The manufacturer claims that Foobler can keep your pet busy for up to 9 hours. It's a ball into which you can put some food or your pet's favorite treat. In order to get to the reward, the dog needs to solve some kind of puzzle, spinning the ball in a special way. The device can work in 6 different ways, so the dog won't get bored solving the same quest each time. Offering a large number of treats to your dog can be harmful, so the portions can be distributed in 15, 30, 60, and 90-minute intervals. When the toy is ready, it can attract the dog's attention with a beep. This way, for $23, you can buy a device that will make your pet happy and protect the house at the same time. Because if the dog is busy, it doesn't have time to destroy your shoes or furniture. Clever Pet Hub. Here's a similar gadget that can not only entertain your dog, but also develop its intelligence. With the Clever Pet Hub, your dog has to solve problems to get a treat. They are different in complexity, and the user can choose them in the mobile application. One of the simplest puzzles consists in touching a light on the device. Another game consists in making the colors match. If the dog solves the puzzle, it gets a well-deserved reward. The price of the device is $250. Pet Chats. You can't always be with your pet, even when you really want to. Pet Chats won't solve this problem, but it will allow you to miss your pet a little less, because it's an incredible automatic food dispenser, equipped with a camera and a small screen. The device works in conjunction with a smartphone and allows the owner to communicate with their dog while away from home. The owner sees the animal on the screen of their smartphone, while the dog sees its owner on the monitor of the device and hears them thanks to the built-in speaker. You can also give treats to your pet through the app. Pet Chats can be purchased for $350. Ebo Cat Pal. So far, we've only talked about dog devices. It's time we talked about an invention designed to save cats from boredom. The Ebo Cat Pal is a small robot that has every chance of becoming your pet's best friend. First of all, your cat can chase it or roll it around on the floor. It has a special slot where you can insert a feather, for example, to make your cat even more interested. Ebo also has a built-in laser pointer, which can operate independently or be controlled by the user via the smartphone. The built-in camera allows you to see your pet while you're away from home, as well as record videos and take pictures. The surface of Ebo is soft, so you don't have to worry about safety. At the same time, it's also resistant to the cat's claws and sharp teeth. Built-in sensors prevent the robot from crashing into furniture, and the price of the toy is $240. ViviPet Omi. If the water in your pet's bowl is dirty or has been there for too long, your pet will drink less often, and in the worst case, may get sick. That's why ViviPet specialists have developed Omi, a smart water bowl. It also has a water purifier. It's equipped with a UVC lamp to kill bacteria. Tap water turns into drinking water in 1 minute. A smart sensor detects the quality of the water and informs you when to change it or add more water. ViviPet Omi is absolutely safe for your pet and has a capacity of 2 liters. The starting price is $134. The Nissan X-Trail for dogs. Today's last invention is a vehicle designed specifically for dog owners. Unfortunately, for now it's just a concept. The car is a version of the popular Nissan X-Trail crossover. The trunk is basically a room for the dog. It's lined with soft material, but that's not the most important thing. It's also equipped with a food dispenser and a spill-proof bowl. To prevent your dog from getting its new house dirty, the specialists have added a shower and a hairdryer. A retractable ramp will help the dog get in. And there's also a multimedia system so the pet won't get bored, and the owner can watch it without being distracted from the road.